Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're connecting from. You're welcome to today's live stream. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Also confirm you can see my screen. You're welcome to today's live stream. Can you hear me? 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 Good morning, Mr. Adebayo. Good morning. Confirm you can see my screen. Confirm you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? All right. So let's start the class. Let's start by looking at the calendar for today. Today will be a very volatile day. We have Australia released its CPI data at around 1:30 a.m. Nigerian time, and as we can see, out of the three data that was released, two was positive for Australian dollar, and I think that gave Australian dollar some strength. Okay, so Australian dollar has been bullish after this news release, and by 3:45 p.m. Nigerian time, Canada Bank of Canada monetary policy reports, Bank of Canada rate statement to be released overnight rate, and also Bank of Canada press conference will hold by 4:30, and by 8 p.m. United States will be releasing its federal break. I want to believe you can hear me now. Please confirm you can hear me now. Sorry for the break. Confirm you can hear me now. Okay, so I want to believe you can hear me now. Sorry for the break. So patiently wait for the news to be released before you trade US dollar. Okay. For those of you who have the software, wait for today's candle to close. If today's candle closes bearish and the bias changes from bullish to bearish, then you can execute your trades. Okay. So let's look at dollar index. Dollar index has been bearish. As you can see, yesterday dollar index and what happened yesterday, I think they came for the low, the liquidity residing at the low of this candle, and that they have achieved. So after sweep internal range liquidity, I would love to see price pull back to an internal range liquidity. So I would love to see dollar index pull back to fill this fair value gap. Okay, that's my expectation on dollar index. It has swept external range liquidity. It should pull back to fill an internal range liquidity. So that is my expectation on. So after the close of today's candle, if today's candle closes bullish and gives us a bullish bias, then one should consider buying the dollar. So best time to execute trades will be tomorrow. Would be tomorrow. Patiently wait for. If you go on the chart, let's see what we have on the GBP USD, for example. You can see that the price is at a premium area at the moment, but this bias is yet to change from bullish to bearish. It is yet to change from bullish to bearish. So we need to wait for the daily candle. As you can see, it's been bearish since the market opened. If it closes bearish, that will be a confirmation to look for sell tomorrow. And if we're going to sell tomorrow, we're going to hold the trade. This will be our target. Okay, about 300 and something pips. 300 and something pips. That will be our target. And our risk will be maybe 50 pips. Okay, so patiently wait for today's candle to close before you take a trade. Okay, wait for the bias to change to bearish. Price is already at a premium area, and at a premium area, you don't want to buy. You don't want to buy. Wait for this to change to bearish and take a sell. Take a sell. Tomorrow is Thursday, and you can hold the trade till Friday. Okay. Then Euro USD, the same thing. As you can see, price is currently at a premium area. Okay, it's at a premium area. So wait for the bias to change from bullish to bearish before we sell. I hope that is clear. So patiently wait for today's candle to close. Don't jump in and start selling. So you can see here it has created a fair value gap. So this is where we will be looking for our sell opportunity tomorrow. Okay, this is where we'll be looking for our sell opportunity tomorrow. Okay, after the bias changes from bullish to bearish. I hope that is clear. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Okay. USD JPY price is at discount right now. Price is at a discount right now. So hopefully today's candle will close bullish. If it closes bullish, most likely the buyers will change from bearish to bullish. That will be the right time to buy USD JPY. So I'll be looking for opportunity to buy USD JPY tomorrow. But let's look at yen basket. What's happening on yen basket? Let's see yen basket. Yen basket should be bearish for us to buy USD JPY. Yen basket should be bearish. Okay, cool. So you can see the the structure. The structure is still bearish. It's still a bearish structure. So if today's candle closes bearish, then we'll be looking for opportunities to sell the yen. Okay, so you can see yen has been in a range, kind of. Okay, it has been in a range, but we're looking for a sell opportunity on yen. So, think. So you can see it has been in a range since yesterday evening. It's been in the range. Okay, so most likely they might want to sweep this buy side liquidity before going bearish. Okay, they might want to sweep this buy side liquidity before going bearish. So I'm expecting a massive sell on yen basket. Yen basket. So if you're selling yen, first target will be this fair value gap. This fair value gap will be the first target, and this is likely going to be the next target. This fair value gap will be the next target. That's my expectation on yen. That's my expectation on yen. Okay, that's my expectation on yen. So let's look at gold and GJ. GJ also should be at a discount right now. Let's see GJ. Okay, you can see GJ is at a discount right now. Okay, GJ is at a discount right now, but I would love to see these lows swept. This liquidity residing at these lows, I'd love to see them sweep these lows before going bullish. Okay, I'd love them to sweep these lows before going bullish. So we need to wait for, you can see the bias is still bearish. The bias is still bearish. We need to wait for this to change to bullish before we buy. I hope that is clear. We need to wait for this to close bullish before we buy. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. That's it for GJ. GJ is bullish. Prices are at a discount right now, but we need to wait for this to change to bullish. And it's the close of the daily candle that will determine the bias. You can see it on Monday it was bearish, Tuesday it was bearish, and yesterday candle closed looks like an indecision candle. So we need to wait for the buyers to come in fully before we buy. Okay, so we need this to change to bullish before we buy. I hope that is clear. We need to wait for that to occur before we buy. Please give the video a thumbs up if you haven't done that. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. All right, GJ is clear. Okay, let's look at gold. Gold has been buying. But like I told you, this is not the right time to buy gold. I'm not interested in buying gold. Okay, I'm not interested in buying gold. Though long term gold is bullish, I would love to see a massive drop on gold before buying it. I would like to see a massive drop on gold before buying it. I can't buy gold uh, from the current market price. I want to see a massive sell on gold before I would buy it. So you can see the bias here is bullish, waiting for this bias to change to bearish. Once this changes to bearish, we're going to sell. We're going to sell our gold. We're going to sell gold and look for opportunity to buy later on. Okay, so gold is yeah, tomorrow after today's candle, after FOMC meeting, we'll get a very nice setup. Get a very nice setup. So that's it for gold. Okay, gold is still bullish at the moment, but price at a premium, and at the premium we do not buy. We look for sell opportunity at a premium price. So patiently wait for this to change to bearish before you sell. That's my take on gold. That's my take on gold. USD card also price at discount right now, but the bias is still bearish, so we need to wait for this to change to a premium. It will change to bullish. Okay, so we need to wait for the daily candle to close before we decide to go bullish on USD card. Okay, price at discount. So this is where it gave us a signal to sell. This bearish bias you have here started from this point. After the close of this candle, this is where you should have sold. So if you didn't sell from this point, if you had sold from this point, okay, if you had sold from this point, you would have made over 300 pips. You can see this started last week, so you would have made over 300 pips. Can you see that? So you cannot be selling when the market has done over 300 pips. Okay, so you need to wait for reversal, strong reversal, and that's what we want to take advantage of. Once this daily bias changes to bullish, that is when we take our buy trade. That is when we will take the buy trade. Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Any pair you want me to analyze? USD CHF also price at discount. We're looking for opportunity to buy. All we're waiting for is for these buyers to change from bearish to bullish. That is all we're waiting for. And I believe after FOMC today, we'll get it clear. You can see the daily candle is bullish at the moment. So if it closes bullish, then there's a high probability to see opportunity to buy tomorrow. We'll see opportunity to buy tomorrow. Any question? That will be all for today's session. If there are no questions, do you have any question? Let me know in the comment section. The bias changes after the close of the day. For those of you that have the software, I told you the bias changes at the close of the day. The daily candle must close. That's when you should look at your charts to know if the bias has changed. The daily candle closes with my broker is by 11 p.m. Nigerian time. That is when you should look for the change in bias from bearish to bullish. I hope I've answered your question, Mr. Tonda. It's the close of the daily candle. That is when the bias and zone updates. Okay, that's when it's been updated. Okay. I hope that is clear. So thank you for your participation. I wish you all a profitable trading day. If you have any question, for those of you using the software, if you have any question, feel free to send me a message on WhatsApp or you can drop it on the group. And for those of you who are yet to get the software, can reminder that the price would increase. We're going to increase the price by month end. But now it's just $20 for 2 months subscription for those who are my private students. And for those who aren't my private students, you're paying $30 for 2 months subscription. By next month, you would have to pay $30 for just 1 month subscription and $50 for 2 months subscription. So I would implore that you get it now that is affordable and cheap. Thank you for your participation. I wish you all a profitable trading day. Bye for now.